coworker and said, "Isn't that your truck?" Their neighbor looked like the man in the video, but then they saw the truck and they're like, "Oh, that is him." Another man called in and said that he was watching the news at work in his office and he looked over to his coworker and said, "Isn't that your truck?" Their neighbor looked like the man in the video, but then they saw the truck and they're like,
without naming your profession, what is something you say?
"I'd like to meet the brain dead motherfucker who designed this. Fucking engineers."
Oh wait, I'm not judging.
Naming your profession.
Let me see. Alright, I'm gonna
Hello, you two. I'm glad you got my letter. Duran's awake and waiting on the bench over there. I'm here if you need help. Just give me a shout.
Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
Oh, hey, you two. I just remembered what happened right before I passed out. Thanks for holding me back. I shudder to think what might have happened if you hadn't. I'm fine now. It's just... a lot of people seem to have forgotten me.
Don't worry. We'll figure out a way to fix this. Why don't you start by telling us what happened?
It felt so strange. After I realized no one recognized me anymore, I suddenly felt like I'd completely lost contact with my body. Abyssal power lies sealed within this body I inhabit. So when I lost my connection to it, I lost control of that power too. It wasn't until I heard everyone calling my name that I was able to reconnect with my body.
You lost contact with your body? Does that mean there's something wrong with it? Sounds like we need Albedo more than ever.
I don't think the problem lies in Albedo's alchemy.
Huh. But then, why are people forgetting you? Guess that's what we need to figure out. That means we need Alice for sure. But it's been ages and she still hasn't been in contact. Now would be a really good time for a hint.
How could the story's budding branches even hope to reach beyond the towering walls? Leaving the castle, the witch went off in search of the tallest, grandest tree in the whole world. High up in the canopy of that tree, she sought a resting place, a refuge where the little sapling might take root. Go to that place, for it was there that the sapling felt its first breath of wind.
Huh? Was that another clue? Does that mean the story isn't over yet?
Leaving the castle. It just occurred to me. If this story is all about my own experiences, then wouldn't what happened after I left Simulanka be part of it too?
But how could she possibly know exactly what would happen? And even if she did, how could we know when the story was complete? Yeah. Since we can't reach Alice right now, we'll just have to get to the bottom of this ourselves. But first, we gotta figure out where this riddle wants us to go.
The tallest, grandest tree in the whole wide world. Huh. The only place that ever gave me that feeling was the one I ended up in right after leaving Simulanka. They had great coffee there, too. And so many books you'd never run out of things to read. Think about it. Our search in Mondstadt began in a library, right? Well, Sumeru City's got one of those, too. And it's absolutely huge. What do you say? Should we try looking there?
Huh. That does kind of make sense. And it's not like Paimon's got a better idea. Alright, let's just give Jean and the others a heads up first.
Well, it sounds like you've got a plan, so I won't interfere. All I ask is that you stay safe. Albedo won't be back for some time, and until he is, we can't know for sure how dangerous Duran might be in his current state.
I'm so sorry about what happened before.
Believe me, I'm not blaming you, and neither is anyone else here. If anything, it's the opposite. We're all just worried about you.
Worried? About me?
Come with me. I want to show you something. As soon as they heard you were awake, they all hurried over to see how you were doing.
You all came to see me?
A little birdie told me you're working on finishing a storybook. So maybe all those people losing their memories is just a plot twist waiting to be resolved.
Miss Lisa, you always seem to know how to put my mind at ease. Please, everyone, don't worry about me. When I get back, I'll find a way to complete my mother's story, and the one we started, too.
My sister at 11 p.m.
Alright, I'm back.
Mitchell, whose name I've heard 50 times in the last 3 months. The Ryan Mitchell, my brother-in-law, is currently in the hospital while Sarah prioritized having lunch with silence. Officer, this is really embarrassing, Sarah started. Embarrassing? David's laugh was sharp, cruel. You want to talk about embarrassing? Every person in this restaurant just heard me explain that you abandoned your husband in the ER. Look around, Sarah. They're all staring at you. I can picture the upscale crowd at Marco's. Business people on lunch breaks. Couples on dates. All of them watching this drama unfold. David, please, it's Officer Torres, and you're coming with me right now. We're going to the hospital, and you're going to pick up your husband. But Ryan drove. Ryan can get an Uber. The contempt in David's voice could have stripped pain. Since you seem to think Uber is an appropriate solution for emergency situations. This is insane, Sarah said. Her voice was shaking, crying. You're making a scene. You're humiliating me in front of everyone. I'm humiliating you. David's voice rose, not quite shouting, but loud enough that I knew the entire restaurant could hear. You humiliated yourself. You chose lunch with Ryan over your husband in the ER. I'm just making sure everyone here knows exactly what kind of wife you are. Chairs, straight, Sarah's voice. Fine, fine, I'll go. Just, can we please leave quietly? Too late for me. Quiet, Sarah. By the way, Mom knows. I called her on the way over. She's actually at the hospital with Marcus right now. You told Mom? Sarah's voice cracked. The whole family knows. I group texted them. Figured they should understand what's happened. Mom's exact words were, I didn't raise you to be this kind of person. A sob, then footsteps. The restaurant had gone completely silent. I could hear it. Oh, 60, 70 people, all watching, all judging. David's voice again, pitched to caring. Folks, I apologize for the disruption to your meal, but when someone abandons their spouse after a serious accident, sometimes family has to step in. Enjoy your lunch. The restaurant door opens. Traffic sounds. Sarah crying. Then David's voice closer to the phone. Marcus, you still there? Yeah, I'm bringing her to you. We'll be there in 15 minutes. David, you didn't have to. Yes, I did. Your family. And what you did? Pause. That's not okay. It's not even close to okay. The line went dead. I sat there in the ER bed, phone in my hand, trying to process what had just happened. Nurse Melissa had been standing in the doorway.
I'm
She heard
divorced.
everything. Your brother-in-law? She asked. Yeah, he sounds like a good man. He is. And your wife. She didn't finish the sentence. Didn't you? Yeah, I said quietly. Yeah. 15 minutes later, I heard voices in the ER hallway. Sarah's voice, high and tearful. David's voice, calm and immovable. Then a third voice, older, female. furious. My mother-in-law, Linda, Sarah Marie Torres, what were you thinking? I didn't know it was that serious. He called you from the emergency room. How is that not serious? I thought he was being dramatic, David's voice cut in. The semi-truck left a 40-foot trail of debris. His car had to be towed in 3 separate pieces. But sure, Sarah, he was being dramatic. The curtains in my bed pulled back. Sarah stood there, still in her lunch outfit, nice blouse, designer jeans, makeup perfect except for the mascara running down her cheeks. Behind her, David, police uniform.
I want a
looking at her
divorce.
daughter with an expression I've never seen before. Disappointment so profound it was almost physical. Sarah saw me and gasped. Marcus, I
And I'm gonna go find him and
across my face.
make his life miserable for being around
left
you.
arm in a sling. Moving and pulled on my fractured ribs. Hospital gown. IV in my right hand. I said. She rushed forward, grabbed my good hand. Baby, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was this bad. I thought you just had like a fender bender or something. I told you I was hit by a semi. My voice came out flat, empty. I told you I had a concussion and fractured ribs. I know, but on the phone you sounded fine. I sounded fine? I looked at her. I called you from the ER. What about that sounded fine? She opened her mouth, closed it. David stepped forward. Marcus, how are you feeling? Like I got hit by a truck. He smiled slightly. Fair enough. Dr. Reeves said you can be released in about an hour if your vitals stay stable. I'll drive you home. Thank you. Linda approached the other side of my bed. Marcus, honey, I'm so sorry. If I'd known, it's not your fault, Linda. It's hers. She looked at Sarah. I don't even know what to say to you right now. Sarah's face crumpled. Mom, please, I made a mistake. Ryan had driven so far, and I thought Marcus would be okay, and Ryan, Linda's voice went sharp. You're still talking about Ryan. Your husband is lying in a hospital bed, and you're making excuses about Ryan. That's not fair. None of this is fair. Linda's voice rose. Other ER staff glanced over. She lowered it again, but the anger remained. You took vows, Sarah. Sickness and in health. This is literally the in-sickness part, and you chose lunch. Sarah was full-on crying now. I didn't know what else to do. Ryan was already there, and Marcus said it was okay. I said okay because what was I supposed to say? I asked him finally. Begged me to come, forced you to care that I was hurt. That's not, I do care. You cared more about not being rude to Ryan than about me being in the ER. The words hung in the air. Sarah shook her head desperately. That's not true. I love you. I was thinking. No, you weren't. Dr. Reeves is here. Tablet in hand. She took in the scene. Crying wife, angry mother-in-law, stone-faced cop, bruised patient, and her expression went carefully neutral. Mr. Chen, your vitals are stable. No signs of internal bleeding. I'm comfortable releasing you with strict instructions. Bed rest for at least 3 days. No driving for a week. Follow up with your primary care physician in 72 hours. Return immediately if you experience worsening headache, vomiting, or loss of consciousness. Understood. She handed me a packet of paper. Your discharge instructions and prescriptions. Take the pain medication as directed. Ice your ribs 20 minutes every few hours. And Marcus, she looked at me seriously. You need someone with you for the next 48 hours. Concussion protocol. Is that possible? I looked at Sarah. She nodded quickly. Of course. I'll take care of it. Dr. Reeves glanced at David, then back to me. You have my card if you need anything. The implication was clear. If you need anything, she's not providing. The ride home was silent. David drove. Linda sat in the passenger seat. Sarah and I were in the back. She kept trying to hold my hand. I kept pulling away. Not to be cruel, just because I couldn't let her touch me. Couldn't pretend everything was fine. We pulled up to our apartment building. David helped me out of the car, up the stairs, into our second floor. Sarah unlocked the door. The apartment looked exactly as I left it this morning. Coffee mug in the sink, work bag by the door, normal Thursday morning, before everything changed. David helped me to the couch. Linda went to the kitchen, started making tea without asking. Sarah hovered. Marcus, can I get you anything? Water? Your pain meds? Do you want to lie down in bed? I'm fine here. Are you sure? The bed would be more comfortable. Sarah, I looked at her. I'm fine here. David sat in the armchair across from me. Marcus, I need to ask you something, and I need you to be honest. Okay, how long has this been going on? The Ryan thing? Sarah made a strangling sound. There is no Ryan thing. I'm not asking you. David's voice was cold. Marcus, I thought about it. About the last 6 months. About the increasing number of work dinners that Sarah came home late from. About the texts I'd seen flash across her phone. Nothing explicit, but familiar, intimate. About the distance growing between us. 6 months, I said. Maybe longer. I'm not sure. Have you talked to her about it? A few times. She said Ryan was just a friend, that I was being paranoid. David looked at me. You made it feel crazy for no reason. I wasn't doing anything wrong. Sarah's voice rose. We're friends. We have lunch. We text. That's what friends do. Friends don't prioritize each other over spouses in emergencies, Linda said from the kitchen. Friends don't make their husbands feel paranoid. Friends don't. She stopped, took a breath. Sarah, honey, I love you. You're my daughter, but you need to take a hard look at what you've been doing. I haven't been doing anything. Then why did you choose Ryan over Marcus today? David asked. Explain it. Make it make sense. Sarah opened her mouth, closed it, tears streaming down her face. I panicked, she finally whispered. When Marcus called, I panicked because Ryan was sitting right there, and I knew how it would look if I just left. And I thought Marcus would understand that we thought wrong, I said quietly. She looked at me. Marcus, please, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I made a terrible mistake. But I love you. I love you so
made
much.
a divorce
Please
is what
don't
you
hurt
made
us,
it.
bro. Please don't give up on us. I wanted to feel something. Anger, hurt, betrayal. But all I felt was tired. So incredibly tired. I need to rest, I said. Can we talk about this later? Of course. She moved towards me. Let me help you to bed. I'm staying on the couch. But Dr. Reeves said I'm staying on the couch. I repeated, firmer this time. She stopped, nodded. Okay, I'll get you a blanket. After she left the room, David leaned forward. Marcus, I love my sister, but if you need to stay somewhere else, my place is open. No judgment, no question. Thanks. I'll think about it. Linda brought me tea. I'm going to stay tonight on the couch in your office, just to make sure you're okay. Linda, you don't have to. I know I don't have to. I want to. Besides, someone needs to make sure Sarah actually takes care of me. Sarah returned with blankets, pillows, my laptop, my phone charger, and my pain medication. Arranged everything carefully, helped me get comfortable. The whole time, not meeting anyone's eyes. David and Linda left around 7 p.m. Yeah, as David walked out, he pulled me aside. I called work, told my sergeant what happened. He said if you need anything, and I need anything, the whole department has your back. Your whole department, your family, Marcus. And what happened today, he shook his head. Just remember, you're not alone in this. After they left, Sarah made dinner, soup, crackers. She brought it to me on the couch, sat in the chair David had vacated. Marcus, I need you to know something. I said, wait, Ryan and I, we're not having an affair. We've never been physical. We've never even talked about it. You, my friend, that's all, okay? But, I think maybe I've been using him as an escape from us, from our problems, from feeling like we've been drifting apart. And today, when you called, I saw a choice. Come to you and deal with the reality of our marriage. Or stay with Ryan and pretend everything was fine for a little longer. And I chose wrong. I said down to you. We've been drifting apart because you've been spending all your time with me. I know. You made me feel crazy for noticing. I know. And today, when I needed you most, you weren't there. Her face crumpled. I know. So, what do we do now? She looked at me. Really looked at me. I don't know, but I want to fix this. I want to be better. I want to be the wife you deserve. I don't know if I can trust you anymore, Sarah. The words fell like stones. She started crying again. Nodded. I understand. I do, but please don't give up on us. Give me a chance to prove I can change. That's all I'm asking. I thought about it. About 3 years of marriage. About the good times before Ryan. About whether people could really change.
Don't ever contact Ryan again.
To think, to heal, to figure out if I even want to try. Okay, she wiped her eyes. Take all the time you need. I'll be here. I'll prove it to you. I promise. The next morning, I woke up to voices in the kitchen. Sarah's voice, talking to someone. I sat up carefully. My ribs screamed. I forgot to take my pain meds before bed. Shuffled to the kitchen. Sarah was on the phone. Don't care. I'm not meeting you for coffee. I'm not meeting you for anything. My husband needs me to talk. Ryan, stop. Just stop. I can't do this anymore. Whatever this is, it's hurting my marriage. It's hurting Marcus. And after yesterday, her voice broke. I almost lost everything. So no, the answer is no. Don't call me again. She hung up, turned around, saw me standing there. Marcus, hi. Did you need, was that Ryan? Yes, he wanted to meet up, talk about what happened. I told him no. And what did he say? She looked down. He said I was overreacting, that your family was being dramatic, that it wasn't that big a deal. What do you think? She met my eyes. I think he's wrong. I think it was a massive deal. And I think the fact that he doesn't see that is exactly the problem. Something in my chest loosened. Just slightly. I blocked him.
Hello.
Deleting him from social media. I'm done. Completely done. I
To bloodstone.
watched her block Ryan's number in front of me. Delete him from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Remove him from her contacts. It felt performative, like she was trying too hard. But it also felt real. Thank you. Don't thank me for doing what I should have done months ago. Over the next few days, Sarah proved herself. She took time off work, stayed with me constantly, helped me to the bathroom when my ribs made it hard to breathe, made meals, kept the apartment clean, gave me my meds on schedule. Linda came by every day to check on us. David dropped off groceries.
Play Gotham Knights, bro?
Sarah's phone.
Yeah, I do.
No late night calls, but I still couldn't sleep in our bed. Couldn't let her touch me beyond necessary help. Couldn't quite forgive. On day 4, during a visit from Linda, Sarah broke down. I don't know what else to do to be solved. I'm trying so hard. I'm here.
Yeah, I used to play that game. I still have it, but I just don't play it that much.
It's going to take more than 4 days to fix that. But how long? How long until he trusts me again? I don't know. Maybe never. Maybe he won't.
Want to play tomorrow?
And if that happens, you have to accept it.
Oh, shoot.
Is that what you want? For this to be over? You thought about it. I don't know, I said, honestly. I know I'm angry. I know I'm hurt. I know that when I think about choosing lunch over me, it feels like my chest is caving.
I have to be prepared tomorrow.
And I don't know if
I got a lot of grinding to do on Genshin Impact, unfortunately. And starting tonight, Lego Batman, tomorrow, Genshin. We'll have to figure something out. We'll work something out for Gotham Knights sometime. Some other time, because I got there's a lot of new things coming on. There's a lot of new things coming this week, so Gotham Knights is just gonna have to wait. Okay, if that's just rude or something, then you have some personal problems.
Research has people a little frightened to use it. There's a new study out that says after just one day, chemicals in sunscreen enter your bloodstream.
Yeah, so the FDA actually did two big studies on this, 2019 and 2020. That's about 7.
And as we grapple with this problem, there was one area that hasn't been discussed. Parental involvement has been a noted gap in any discussion. And I am here to say, as the United States Attorney in the District of Columbia, that ends today. Starting today, my office will aggressively prosecute parents under PC curfew law. And the specific statute that we will use is a violation of PC Code 22-811, and it involves contributing to the delinquency of a minor. This statute. Oh my God, doctor, is he going to be okay?
He's had a massive heart attack and suffered several bone bruises. Afraid not, but I can pass along a message to you.
I don't know what his attitude was, but there was no need for him to reveal his attitude like that.
Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show got their wish when Rolling Stone magazine put them on the cover. Today we learned the band's frontman, Jennifer Corrier, died after battling kidney disease at 76.
So, update to my last video. I just come in to find out where this came out from. Here's my little kitten. They're all big child. Except for that out there.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Okay. Well then, your attitude is not needed. Because I'm not having attitude people here. Okay? So, take it somewhere else. I don't take attitude lightly. Very lightly.
Beyond the castle's walls, your story cannot take root. For the evil dragon's tail has done so already.
So, that was the secret?
Huh.
But, what does that mean?
You still don't get it? Simulanka Durin and Tevat Durin share a special kind of connection. Their fates are mirror images of one another. While they were in two separate worlds, there may have been some mutual influence, but their fates were independent. But when Simulanka Durin came to Tevat, a version of his fate already existed there. So, how can two fates exist at the same time? The answer is, they can't. The rules of this world don't allow it. You can't return a book you never checked out in the first place.
So, what's Durin supposed to do?
Those mages seem to have come up with quite the ingenious solution. I'm here to make a return.
As I said, there's no record of Volume 5 of this series ever being checked out.
Then just think of this as Volume 6. Based on what I know, the author was planning on publishing another volume anyway.
The catalog does have a slot reserved for Volume 6. So, this is it?
Sure, let's go with that. All you need to know is, I'll be the one writing this series from now on.
You... What are you up to this time?
Remember the red tape I mentioned before? Well, I just took care of it. Now, I guess you'll be off to see your alchemist friend? It should be pretty obvious by now. He has the answers you're looking for.
Well, we do have a whole bunch of things to confirm with Albedo, that's for sure. But didn't Jean say he'd be gone for quite a while?
I'll join you. Just let me know when it's time to go.
Hat guy?
Don't sound so surprised. I'm part of this story too, aren't I? I'm just playing my role.
Well, yeah. But it's not that. I just feel like you want to help, but something's holding you back.
When I first realized you were being forgotten by the world, I thought it might be because you spent too much time with me. I even thought cutting our ties might be the only way to fix it.
Why would you think that?
It doesn't matter now. Judging from the answer this book has given us, I was probably overthinking it. Just as well. With the ley lines rejecting him like this, the people who still remember him are his only remaining connection to this place. If that last fragile tie was broken, who can say what devastation his unbound body might unleash? And to think I'm one of the people keeping you here, instrumental in helping change your fate. Can't say I saw it coming.
Well, if it's good enough for Hat Guy, it's good enough for me. After all, he is about as odd as humans get.
Excuse me?
With some people, even if you try asking a simple question, they'll always give you a complicated answer. And the more you ask, the more complicated it gets. Truth is, that guy's just that kind of guy.
Whatever. All I needed was a yes or no, so we can quit it with all the back and forth. I'm sticking around for the next few days. So, when it's time to go, you know where to find me.
If you feel like stepping back into the story, just come find me.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Add Astro.
If they leave this apartment without my permission,
Bond together, so I'll be taking them and I'm bound. Don't stop this secret things here.
Just go with that. Oh, nectar. Where's my phone? Alright, Whooper nectar. Whooper nectar. Come on. Okay, that's where I need to be. Okay. Ah, come on. Am I supposed to find something that you can't use? Pyro, already done. You question me, I say bite. Bite.
This is a good one. Here, take this meat for yourself. Mine? Not at all. It belongs to itself. It sometimes brings me old bones to help with my puzzles, that's all. I should be clear. While I don't know what bones these are, I can say for certain they don't belong to any humans who slumber here or elsewhere. Bones are another thing that tickles my fancy. Sometimes when I see one that's a bit unusual, I'll pick it up and add it to my collection. Then when I'm feeling bored, I try to connect all my bones and create something whole. A bit like doing a jigsaw puzzle. You could call it a form of artistic expression. Even though each piece of this bone puzzle picture is unrelated to the next, and indeed they cannot possibly be related, just pondering how best to put them together and create something beautiful is an extremely relaxing process. Then, one day, an uninvited guest intruded on the room where I kept my bone puzzle picture. It was none other than the dog you saw just now. It did. By the time I entered the room, the little intruder had completely dismantled my picture. The second it turned and saw me, it bolted away between my legs. Luckily, all was not lost, as I'd already taken a photo of it. And more than that, now that my old puzzle was dismantled, I was free to construct an even bigger puzzle with my growing collection of bones. Which is how I consoled myself at the time. After all, the damage had been done, so why not look on the bright side? The next day, as I was just about to begin piecing my puzzle together, my four-legged guest returned, and this time it brought a mouthful of bones. I couldn't understand what it was saying, but its intent became clear when it laid its animal bones at my feet and then placed them one by one into my puzzle. After that, it simply sat down and looked at me. After I gave it some cured meat, it got up and left. Ever since then, it's dropped by from time to time to give me bones in exchange for food. I think you might be viewing this with a little too much sentimentality. It's just a dog looking for food, nothing more. I'm a source of sustenance, and luckily for my canine friend, I happen to be relatively generous. Not that that's a bad thing. I view it more as an assistant under my employ. It doesn't speak, and it leaves when I tell it to. That's pretty much everything you could hope for in an assistant. If you'd like, you can give it some meat. Sometimes it sits and waits by your side, which I think probably means it's still hungry. Perhaps it might be a little more friendly with someone such as yourself.
Alright. I'm gonna check the timer and see how much time we got left. How much time have we got left? Till Lego Batman is available, guys. We got at least 5 hours left until... We got about like 5 hours left until the Lego Batman game is available. I need to find out my adventure book. Enemies. No. Enemies. That's it. Long Ripper. Let's put this. Resulting from
time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Hey baby, how's it going?
Hey there! Hey there! Chat! Nah! Ha-ha! Nah! Hiya! Hey there! Nah! Ah! Ha!
Okay. Well, I'll come over here in a little bit. I just put my clothes in the dryer and put dinner in the oven, so I can't leave right now. Well, I can clean the post up like I did before, and it did really good. Well, I'll come by and get your bus started tonight, or your tow truck. The tow truck running. Well, you keep buying them frickin' Chrysler vans. You keep buying those Chrysler vans.
Okay, trying it up for me.
I did not find that one. I had you looking at one of the Chevys.
Got it. No. Just say.
One of those nice Chevy vans. No, they found the price, another price for me. Were you worse?
on you.
I'm not saying
Delve into
it's gotta be
destiny.
over, but
Coming at ya. Cha. Hiya! Attack!
you gotta do the green point. I don't get off until I can use it. And sometimes the people I got will have to get to it. Yeah, you come over and get to it. Then you're gonna be stuck in green screen.
Oz, reveal thyself. Let me scribe.
Well, the wires get loose and just drip on them, and I have to clean them up.
This one's got your name on it.
And the connection gets bad.
Delves into destiny. Hey there!
Alright, baby, I love you. Let you get back to what you're doing, and I'll come over and clean that up. I'll do it in the morning, then. Love you. Bye.
Sorry, can't join now. Re-downloading just right now. That's alright, Jay. It's fine. Besides, 5 hours until Lego Batman re-download. 5 hours until Lego Batman is available to fully play. So I'll be playing Lego Batman tonight after this. So, you're good, my guy.
By royal decree. Hey there! Hey there! A proper send-off from the Spinoway Club.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Let me scribe. Coming at ya! Ha-ha! Cha! Coming at ya! Fire! Well, with rocks. Hey there! Ha! Ha-ha!
So who was paying for all this? Out of curiosity, I did a little digging. The Grove had a public-facing events team, and I had actually...
So you got nothing to worry about, my friend.
...to plan a corporate holiday party a couple of years back. I still had her email. I also browsed the Grove's website and found their private events policy available for download. I scanned the PDF, and one section jumped out at me. It was their payment policy. It was ironclad. Section 10, payment schedule. A non-refundable deposit of 50% of the estimated total is required to secure the date. The remaining 50% balance is due and must be paid in full no less than 14 business days prior to the end. Any outstanding balance is paid for additional services. G. Open bar overages must be settled before the conclusion of the event. The Grove reserves the right to cancel the event, which the final payment is not received.
Oh my god. I gotta restart that.
Final check from the company 2 weeks out. Didn't mess around. Jeff's party was scheduled for Saturday. Chad just was excellent. I wondered if she took the money. Before the party, terrible, petty idea. It was a long shot, but the thought of it was too delicious to ignore. I
Wow, that was easy.
Pictures started to pop up on social media from some of our old mutual acquaintances. Jenna in a white dress, Todd
10 hours.
suit, both of them plastered on
Next quest. So that's done.
everything seemed to
And that leaves me with 61 things, and that leaves me with 4 wishes and one of those. So,
Jenna and Todd. The email was short and to the point. This
I get me 10 of those, I can get me even more. Alright. But I was gonna, if you still had your game downloaded, I would have asked you to help me get Navia resources, and by then we would have her materials by then. But since you're re-downloading it, it's going to take you a long time. So that leaves me at a bump in the road.
Don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding your husband. I hit send, close the laptop.
So at midnight, which is tonight, 5 hours from now,
About an hour and a half later, my phone started buzzing.
it's gonna be midnight, and that game is gonna be available to play. So I got choices. This works two ways. One, make sure I have everything I need.
She pulled Jenna aside and in the middle of her own party asked for the outstanding balance of over $5,000. Jenna, cornered, admitted that she thought Todd had made it. The whole thing unraveled right there on the floor of the fancy restaurant. Todd and Jenna started arguing in hushed, angry whispers. Then Todd went to find Jenna's dad, Alan, who confirmed he had only given them a check for a couple $1,000s as a gift toward the art. Not to pay for the entire thing. He had assumed correctly that two engaged adults would be able to cover their own party costs. The argument escalated.
But yes, I am most ready for it tomorrow.
Clearly expected him to magically produce the money. Lost it. Voices were raised. Guests started to stare.
Let me
Disaster unfolding in a
hug.
put her foot down. Pay now, or the party was over. The door was closed, and the kitchen was told to stop sending out food.
We'll be very prepared for tomorrow.
Was too much. Todd and Jenna had a final, explosive argument in a coat check. He allegedly called her a lying, manipulative gold digger. Threw the ring box at her, not the ring itself, just the box. And stormed out of the restaurant, leaving her there in her white dress with her family and all their friends watching. The party was officially dead. The guests awkwardly shuffled out into the night. Dave was still cackling on the other end of the line. Literally walked out on her at their engagement.
In the meantime, while I wait, I can either go in Breakpoint, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, let me see, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Outriders, Painkiller, Painkiller. They don't have Assassin's Creed yet, or Raj on this account. So, we got options. You guys only have options. Ghost Recon, Outriders, Dragon Ball, Fortnite, or that. One or the other. So, what's it gonna be?
Donald Trump has done more for America than any president in history. Do you agree? At my granddaughter's wedding, my son demanded I sign over my $400,000 house as when I called.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna go and play some Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Most definitely. Looks like Ghost Recon Breakpoint it is. So I will see you guys on Ghost Recon Breakpoint then. Cause plus I gotta rest my head on this.